let's go ahead and go talk about the other team that got knocked out. Minnesota Timberwolves. Um, I mean, I guess we can start on defensive end. There's kind of a lot of notes that I had throughout those, but I'll let you all have the floor. Which one want to start for the T Wolves?
We knew what this was, bro. Unfortunately, we knew what this was, and they also called me a match man. Somebody who played with Anthony Edwards is playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. Somebody who plays with Anthony Edwards right now is currently at home. They said Rudy Gobert was the most talented big man Anthony Edwards ever played with, and they was wrong. Karl Anthony Towns is still playing right now to this day, but we knew what this was, man. Ant-Man was injured, bro. Ant-Man was injured. Then Io got injured, and then I don't think we seen Bones Highlands probably like twice in that whole series. So I don't know, man. The Spurs are just built, bro. They just built. They got too much depth. Bro. And then Wemby's playing out of his mind. Rudy's supposed to be his OG. It didn't look like that. Unfortunately for the Timberwolves, bro, they still need a piece. I thought they was going to use Mike Conley as a piece to get another threat for Anthony Edwards, or like somebody else to work with Anthony Edwards, but they went and brought him back. So they have to move on from Mike Conley. Unfortunately, I fuck with the OG, but like you got to move on for him, bro. He cannot keep getting significant minutes, bro. He's aged. Unfortunately, he's aged out of the game, at least in the West. He could go play in the East where the guards aren't so crazy, but in the West, is too guard heavy. It's too guard heavy right now, bro. The Spurs got all the guards. OKC got all the guards. Like, it's too much to deal with, bro. Even the Lakers got all the guards. So they got to move on from that. They should have did that in the offseason. I mean, in free agency, but they brought him back instead. You know what I'm saying? I know Ant was fighting for him. He respect him a lot. But with AE being injured and still trying to come out there and put up a fight, like, it's just not much you can do. I wasn't a fan of him dapping everybody up, but it's like, bro, this shit over, bro. We down 40, bro. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, we knew what this was, bro. We knew what this was. He came out there, they tried to make it respectable, but man, the writing was on the wall from jump, bro.
Residential Spurs fan.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The main reason this series went the way it went was two things, so really three things. The injuries, of course, Wemby and Julius Randle. I think what you're saying about Conley is definitely valid, but if you look at the way this series went, Conley was the reason they was in a lot of these games. You know, he was the only other person that could handle the ball because the Sumo, I don't know what he was doing. I really like the Shannon guy. I really like Shannon. You know, I feel like he's not. He's very aggressive. He attacks. But you can't. And then even with Rudy, like Rudy had multiple double-digit rebound games. Like I can't. He's there to do what he's supposed to do. Julius Randle, you got to be crazy. You got to look yourself in the mirror, bro. 3 straight games with 12 points. Like you supposed to be you. That's why you here. You're supposed to be the bully. You're supposed to be the guy posting people up, doing all this. Granted, Jaden McDaniels said that Wemby probably the greatest defender he ever played against in his life, but it's like at the same time, Jules, you got to put up some kind of fight against. Wemby not the only person out there, and you bigger than just about everybody else out there. So I just think that I don't know if it's the effort. They say it was maybe a lot of the talk about him getting traded, and him and Nas Reed and DiVincenzo kind of had hinted at that, you know, in they exit meetings. Just him not being all the way locked in and everybody being on different pages, but Randall, this is on Randall, man. Like it was so many of them games that could have went either way. If you have 18 points instead of 12, if you have 19, you know, extra 2 or 3 extra rebounds, this is on you. And you do that same thing every time, no matter where you at, whether it was New Orleans, was the LA, whenever you don't get the ball, you pout.
You check out.
It's like he only know how to be effective when he's getting the ball. It's like you can't win that way, you know. Because Nas Reed is like that. That man coming in and do what he asked to do and then some, you know? And then even I'm gonna be honest, I know what you said about Ant. I don't blame Ant because at the end of the day, he went right over there and sat next to DiVincenzo, his guy. He like, look, I'm sick of this, bro. Like, I'm looking at this man give no effort. My other man hurt. My other man that came in for him, he put for whatever, then he got hurt. Right. Everybody doing what they supposed to do. Rudy giving you double-digit point game, and you just here, just stealing money.
That's the money shot right there.
You even got Shannon. Shannon up there attacking. He
right.
said, "Hey, when we can't block them all, I'm gonna keep going." And Randall just pouting because he can't get stop it. So it's crazy, man.
What you supposed to do? Like Julius Randle's a curious case because niggas' moral victories. Like, I feel like his moral victory is staying healthy. He has such an injury-plagued career. So it's like, all right, bro, like, I made it through the year, you know what I'm saying? It's contract time, you know what I'm saying? That type shit. All the trade talk, like you said, like, so I feel like it was more so a moral victory. Like, all right, bro, I didn't get injured. I was out there. I competed. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes trade talk, it's like, all right, bro, I had a bad series, but I was available. You know what I'm saying? The best ability. So that type shit, I feel like that type shit is more so what he was focused on than like he could have just had a down series, but it's like when it comes time to negotiate, it's like, bro, I was there, like, give me another year, let's run it back, head ass. But also I heard talks like, I forgot, I think 520 said it, like he just bought land in Dallas type shit. He just bought some houses in Dallas. So it's like maybe he already like, fuck it, bro, like I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I'm gone.
Yeah, he may be done.
I don't know if I want to go back home, you know.
I mean, my thing is, so here's the thing about the Julius Randle thing, right? Like, I think Julius also is also a very much strong, like, second ball handler, right? I think that's where he lacked that. And we've seen him do that throughout the season. It just, like you said, I don't know if it's a checkout thing, and he's very much so high and low when he checks out. Like, if you're not scoring, you had the ball, but create with the ball. You did nothing. By the time you got, it's like, we playing 2K, you know what I'm saying? And we hooping and someone missed or open for a better shot or whatever the case may be, and they expect to get that. And then when you finally pass the ball, then I don't want to shoot anymore.
I don't want to shoot it now. Yeah.
Like, what do you
know? Real hoopers do that. Yeah, real life and in 2K. So like, he needs to get out his. I'm not going to say get out his head because I can't use that as an excuse anymore. You've been in the league too long. Like, that's the biggest thing. He don't have that competitive fire. I think that was very much so, like, very much dice roll with that because you also have somebody that is fiery. But I don't really see what the T-Wolves can do. I hear they're going for Giannis, so I'm just going to wait and see how that's going to go, because I'm not going to say that he obviously having Giannis in the top 5 player, if when healthy on your team, is going to make your team better, but I don't think that really addresses the main issues.
Well, and is lobbying for Kyrie a lot. They were saying Ann has been lobbying for Kyrie.
Yeah.
And with Cooper doing what he's doing, in a way, Dallas kind of just lost kid, and we don't really know where they're going to be at. I mean, price might be low, especially coming off that ACL. So, I mean, that might be something. Maybe you can get, make something work right there. That would solve your ball handling problem and your scoring problem. And then you still, depending on what you got to give up. That would be nice. I mean, it wouldn't. I don't think it would. I mean, Rudy would still be back there, and I mean, Randall will probably be gone. But it just depends on what they have to give up for that.
That's what I think. Like, for one, like, how much blame on this series do you put on Budenholzer? You know what I'm saying? On the coach for not, like, I don't want to say not necessarily making an adjustment, but just his game plan. They've been to the Western Conference Finals mad times. This is the first time they've been, like, got kicked out in the second round. I want to say like 2-3 years. So it's like,
they made the last 2 years. Yeah, Finch.
Last 2 years.
Oh, Finch.
Yeah, Finch.
So like, it's like, obviously something he's telling them to do is not working. It's not working. Like, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? I don't got the X's and O's in front of me right now, but at the same time, it's like something is not happening, bro. Something's not happening. I think it's Mike Conley. I think it's the point guard situation, but I think they kind of found with Bones and Ayo. But I don't think Ant and Rudy. I mean, it might be Julius Randle, but he's a utility player at best. Like, he's never been a second fiddle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never been like a number one option to me in any situation he's played on. But I think it's Ant and Rudy. I don't think they got great chemistry, bro. I think that they use a Rudy Gobert wrong. You know what I'm saying? He playing his role. He playing at somewhat elite level. But I don't think him and Ant have great chemistry, bro. I don't think they get along well.
But I don't think that Rudy was the issue. To me, Rudy showed way more in this series than people have gave credit for. He like even with the Wemby thing, right? He gave Wemby fits. It's just that he's Wemby. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I'm gonna just keep it a bean. Like he gave Wemby as many fits as he can, but the foot speed between him and Wemby, it's only so much you could do.
Yeah, and then last year it was just Jokic, and then the year before that it was just Hartenstein, or Anthony Davis. Like it's always somebody better than him. That's what I'm saying. Like
but that's why. But that's why basketball is a team sport. And it's like if everybody else is not locked in and you doing your role and then you overcompensating for somebody else, it kind of do make you look like it shows your deficiency, but also shows the deficiencies of the team. Like, I mean, we talking about elite big men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though Rudy ain't elite offensively, you don't just accidentally get full DPOIs. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, like you said, the way they're using him sometimes isn't correct because he's not a pick and roll. I'm picking pop, I'm shooting,
He got no actions.
Yeah, and then there've been times there's been plenty of times where I seen Rudy down low calling for the ball. He get a 3 second. They look at him like, "Why?" I'm like, "Nigga, I'm open. I'm trying to do something." But that's just not how they use him. But I will say, like, even when we talk about like Bones, like he wasn't playing because he sucks on defense. Like you was playing in a high stake defensive battle against a elite defensive team in the Spurs, and it's like it's one thing if you can jack up threes from the logo like Bones be doing sometimes, but you can't guard a cone, and you can't guard Harper, you can't guard Castle, you can't guard Fox, you can't guard nobody,
right? That's true.
You can't guard Keldon Johnson because Keldon Johnson bullying Julius Randle. He damn sure going to bully you. It just
yeah, and then Rudy got to deal with that. So now I got to watch out for Wemby, but then I got to watch out for back cuts. I got to make sure you're not getting beat. Like it's a lot that people are on Rudy about. That is, I really do think it's just how the system how it goes, and also just even that flash, like he had a dime, like he caught the ball. I forgot. I don't know if he was half court and kicked that joint to the corner so smooth it was crazy. Like,
and I think people talk about how great Minnesota defensively how they are, but a big part of that is because of Rudy. Like
he's an anchor for sure.
The same way that the Castle was like, look, we can press up and we gotta do is we know we got Wemby back there. They guard their dogs themselves. Like having Rudy back there just helps a lot because I mean he ain't no scrub. I just think that when you're going up against Joker, it's like you gotta go against Wemby. It's like the way that Minnesota's built, they're built Ant, and then all right. Nas Reed gonna come and do his thing. It just requires too much. And I think they've been playing with DiVincenzo all year, who played all 82 games. So to lose him when they did, is just tough, So
I agree. So I know I gave the grade for the exit grade for the Pistons as a B, but collectively, how do we feel about the Timberwolves?
Man, B-. They had injuries. Bro. I think they could have beat the Spurs. I think they could have beat the Spurs because they have experience. But the injuries and then Julius Randle deciding to go fishing early, kind of played them, bro. So it's not you can do about that, bro. I think they had the formula. Ant is also like a fan of Wemby and also not afraid of Wemby. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a matchup he looked forward to. But you know what I'm saying? Injuries, bro. Sometimes luck got to be on your side, and I just think they got unlucky this year.
I probably just say maybe a B plus, just because how they started the season, they kind of went under the radar and missed a lot of games. Came back, they kind of found their footing, and they was a couple games away from going right back to the Western Conference Finals for the third straight year. Just keep knocking their head up against that door. So it's like you said, something do got to change, but. They are very well coached and, great team. They just got a couple of deficiencies and things they need to clean up. Ball handling being the main one.
So, that's fair. Oh, okay.
I'm about to say they need a legit second option, bro. McDaniels is coming along, but they need a legit second option, bro. Like it can't just be having an amazing game. McDaniels having flashes. Like somebody has to do something, bro. Somebody. the West is too deep for it just to be a 1.5. You know what I'm saying? 1 possible. Like they need somebody else.
Yeah. And Nas is so good that he should be starting, but because of the way their team is set up, he got to come off the bench. If he don't come off the bench, their bench is grass. They have nothing.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So okay. So, all right, that's fair. I mean, I'm agree with the B too. I'm agree with the B-, honestly, and that's not even necessarily on the team itself, but I do think that with injuries and stuff, but having, like you said, a second creator is the best option in my opinion. And I don't really want to fault the GM for that, because Julius Randle was doing that halfway through the year beforehand when he's locked in. But the other thing that's holding it back from being a B+ to me or anything like that, as far as a B or more so a B-, is because Finch. Some of them things and some of the plays or non-plays that he's running out there is absolutely insane. It looks like it's a madhouse. It looks like a lot of talent being underutilized. Sometimes I see the crowd and how they just stuff the court and all that stuff, and I'm just figuring out, why is this not cleared out? Why plays not doing that? It's the Wild Wild West. Sometimes, a lot of times actually. So that may be a coaching issue for me, and I think that's something that needs to be corrected.